Okay, it's Tracy. I'm back to you now. All right, think about this. A person has to hear or see something five times before they believe it. Interesting, huh? So you need about 8 or so different methods of getting information out so that your buyer can see or hear from you those 5+ different times. So think about this. We've all heard industry statistics like it takes 7 or more contacts to close a sale. In this market, we could say it's closer to 10. And that's why the individual marketers who are following up and staying organized by utilizing their database, keeping their leads in there, scheduling their recall reminders, and actually making those calls when they pop up on the reminder screen, that's why they're having so much success. So what I want to talk to you about, and I think the reason that a lot of you get frustrated and don't call back or follow up these 5+ times is because you don't know what to do. What do you say on the third, the fourth, and the fifth time? So I want to remind you that on our members lounge on our website at tracybuild.com, this is a service that's free to you right now. We've been planning on making it a subscription service, but we just haven't done it yet because we know that we're bringing you tremendous value by giving it to you for free. So go to tracybuild.com, scroll down to the bottom right hand of the screen, you'll see the Members Lounge. On this lounge are all kinds of tools that you can use, and there's a bunch of articles on why should mom move today versus tomorrow, how to choose the right assisted living facility, what is a CCRC, how do I know which independent living community is best for me, and what I'm telling you, this can be one of your methods of following up and getting in front of your prospective residents and their families. So if you have 5 siblings that are involved with you, what if you took one great article from the Members Lounge that you saw would address their situation and mailed each of them that same article so it can be a point of discussion at their dinner table when they next get together? There's one great idea. Another one is that very important follow-up to a visit connection sheet. Or if you've already done that and you're working your lead, don't forget you have your follow-up to a visit number 2 connection sheet that is designed to help you get them back in to engage in something interesting. So what I'm talking about is your second follow-up point would be that phone call. If you've done those, you also have your old lead connection sheet. Odds are if you're following our systems though, you're actively working your leads and they're not getting to be old leads. You're moving them forward in the sales process. So you're going to use that follow-up to visit number 1 or number 2. The other thing you need to be doing is getting people's email so that you can do things like on the podcast I already did for you a few days ago, email them some information about selling their home. So it might be, what is the government $8,000 incentive program? And so you might email them some information on that. You might have something you're going to email them to say, hey, 5 tips for getting your loved one's home to sell faster. Here's the 8 repairs you must make in the next week, and so on. So now you're utilizing email, the phone, regular mail. The other thing you want to do is utilize your events. If you do not have great, attractive events on your calendar, enticing events, people are not going to come in. And let me just tell you, if people aren't responding to your call to action to come in for events to kind of get a better feel for your community, odds are your events stink. Okay, don't get mad at me. Look at that calendar yourself and you tell me, would you be excited to come in? That's the question you need to ask yourself. So you might need to go sit down with your administrator and activities director and say, look, we are collaborating to fill this building, but I need better events to do that. And so you might add in a standing weekly Friday night cocktail party at 4 p.m. It's not really night, but where people can socialize, the existing residents come and socialize, have a cocktail. You can invite new residents, prospective residents, to come and engage. They're not in a sales environment, they're just meeting people. If you don't serve alcohol at your community, you may do a Friday social hour where you have different themes, like an ice cream social one week. You might have an Italian night one week, but make it a standing weekly social event that's fun and interesting that you can use to draw people back in. So you have your events, your educational seminars. You should have all of these things happening. The other thing you can do is you can start a blog. Seniors are quickly becoming bloggers. They have Facebook accounts. They are really engaged in social media. And if they're not, what a great event. how to utilize social media for seniors and getting them on there, reconnecting with old friends and relatives through social media. I mean, I have a niece that I haven't spoken with since she was probably 5 years old. And it's a very complex situation, which is why I've not spoken with her. She's in California, I'm in Florida. It's been a very touchy situation. But through Facebook, I just found out she's, 19, had her first baby. She found me. We're connecting. It's unbelievable. People that I, really cared about that I lost touch with have found me. So how can you use that to bring value to your prospects and your residents, getting them all to engage and learn social media together? And I'll be talking about that more in these podcasts. So that's another way to keep in touch, is to kind of educate them on maybe how to get on Twitter, how to do a Facebook page, and to start updating them with your events. Maybe your resident you have a resident blogger. I'm just trying to give you new, fresh ideas. Even this flip phone, I showed you in an earlier posting how to use your flip video, and you could actually send out a message from your resident, one every week. And you have different residents talking about why they moved to your community, what they love about it, and why those prospects need to come. What's going on this week they might be interested in. So I'm trying to give you different talking points, so that you're not just doing phone calls every time you want to follow up, but you're mixing the different multimedia formats that we have available. Remember, if you've not closed a sale, don't get mad at the universe or the market, or blame it on the economy. Look in your notes and see how many times you've actively followed up and connected with that lead. That's where the true fault will lie. And if you see you've only connected 3 times, okay, well, how could you expect to close the sale? Consumer confidence and trust is down. There's not any buyers to go around. They have to sell their home. On average, it takes 5 times to see something just to believe it. So this is why you have to be the facilitator of information. You have to build the value. You have to make this happen. And guess what? You can do it. I know you can. So go make it happen today. Take a list out and develop 5 to 8 ways that you can follow up with all of your leads going forward that mix up different multimedia formats. Get out of the box, have some fun. Let me know on my fan book page on Facebook, which you can find on my website, how this is working for you. Thank you.